Hi, if you're new around here, I'm Max and this is Rose. She's a Mercedes-Benz 310D Luton van. She's also very rusty and needs a lot of work. I plan to do most of the welding and repairs myself to get her through the first MOT in 5 years. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe button to come along for the ride. Okay, so welcome back to another video. Before I forget, I'm going to start filming. Now the aim of today is to do that leaf spring carrier, so I'm just jacking the van up. And wow, a lot of waterfalls up there. That's all just come from up there. So I'm just jacking it up here on the actual chassis. Sorry, I'm on my phone if it's a bit crap quality. Oh, that's just some bits of steel. My jack's reached its maximum. Standing up here though, you can see the big pile of water. Puddle, or pile. Yes. Well, let that all drain off. So, hello everyone. Now it's the next day. This is very sketchy. I did want to do it all in one day to minimise the amount of time that the van sat like this. Progress is coming. So, leaf spring is away. So what I did is I jacked the van up. So I think I'll briefly show this. I jacked the van up from the chassis. This is completely disconnected at the moment. And currently we're on that nice big axle stand there, holding up the chassis with a big bit of 3mm plate to distribute the weight on the chassis so it doesn't distort it. The other thing I have here is a scissor jack, and that is prying the chassis and the leaf spring apart. Now if all went wrong, if this collapsed, which is the most likely thing, although it's pretty strong, I can rock the van with it. If it were, all that would happen is the leaf spring would hit the top of the chassis and the van would, no, the van wouldn't drop down because it's on the axle stand. The leaf spring would just simply come up a bit, and it wouldn't even go all the way to the top because when you wind this jack out, it only sits about there. The only other thing is, well, the axle stand is perfectly safe. If it were to fall, all 4 wheels are on, so nothing's going to happen. So it's a pretty safe way of doing it. The other way is put the bottle jack in there and the scissor jack in here. As you can see in here, I have cut away the outer layer even more, which now displays the whole of the inner layer. So my aim today is get a bit of cardboard, press it behind there, or draw around there, and then weld a nice new plate in there, and that way that's now patched and it will look nice from the back as well and be strong. That back plate will be strong, but I don't think that does that much. And then the other thing, as I keep repeating myself, is to put a plate all the way around there, drill a nice big hole here so I can fill that all with weld there, and maybe I'll add like 2 spot welds to fill the gaps as well. And there is this slight kink in it here and here, and I may add that in as well. Don't really try this at home unless you are just don't unless you're quite as mad as me. So that's it. As you can see, it's all welded up, looking very smart, and as you can see there's no rust holes anymore, welded inside and out. And now all paint, I painted it with the red oxide first as per usual, the Rust-Oleum 769, and then I painted it with the chassis black. It does need a second coat with the chassis black though. Ideally I should have done 2 coats of Rust-Oleum as well, but I really just wanted it down today. And as you saw from couple of bits of footage I took. I put the zinc primer on the mount as well as on the back of the new plate, so that it's basically primed on the inside as well, so it shouldn't rust from the inside out. Well, it probably will, that's probably the weakest point, but it shouldn't do it very fast. But yeah, so I'm very happy with that repair. It's turned out very nice. Yeah, so that's it. This corner is now done. Welded. Tell you, this corner was bad, man. But it's solid now, which is good. Only issue is, as I was just painting that and then I went to paint the inside of the other leaf spring carrier, I looked up and there's a small hole in the bottom of the bulkhead which I didn't spot before. If I would have, when the front end was off, it would have been really easy to just patch a hole, whereas now it's about an arm's reach up. It's about up here, but you can only get to it from underneath. So yeah, well, it's not even on the chassis, it's on the bulkhead, it's miles away from the chassis, it's not structural, it's a small hole about that big. So I'm sure it'll be fine, and if it does pop up then I can always just awkwardly repair it. I will obviously get around to doing it one day because it's a weak point where water can get in and rust will just spread anyway, but I painted it with black to try and stop the rust for now. Hopefully, yeah, that's all good, and let's put this back together. Job one is to lower this down. So there, that's fully unwound. But now, if I show you in here, you can see the holes don't line up. So now what I need to do is put an axle I need to put a ratchet strap round the axle and then round the front cross member and pull the axle in. So this is pushing this ratchet strap's limit. So she's back together. Now my memory card filled up last night when I was pulling the axle in. I've just edited the video and it's rather quite quick. I actually put in some effort for editing this week as well, so I hope you appreciate that. I was just sort of in the mood. I did 2 videos today, yesterday now. So yes, it's the next morning, and if you have a look, so if we have a look up behind the bumper, because now the bumper is permanently mounted, so if you have a look up there you can see the mount. There's still a bit of red paint, it needs a second coat, but if you have a look just there, that's one of the bumper bolts, and this one, no, sorry, there's one above here, up here, which you can't see, and then there's one here, but because of the plate I couldn't get that nut on. But it's just to mount the bumper on anyway, so it's not that important. These bumpers fall down anyway. Over time this join between the wing separates and gets bigger, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a self-tapping screw up there to stop that happening. So they're permanently fixed together, because yeah, that just, there's nothing stopping that from happening, and that's not even the bolt moving, that's just the plastic bumper. They were originally fiberglass bumpers, but the aftermarket ones, which this is a new one, they're just plastic. So yeah, but yeah, so Rose's number plate and everything is now mounted. So yeah, that's the leaf spring carrier finally done. I am very happy with it, I'm going to be honest with you. And that's just one whole thing, like the whole front is now done, bar that little hole I got to weld, and I'm just so happy that yeah, because I've been saying the cab is done, but there's been the little things that haven't been quite done. But now, other than that, still a little thing, cab is done. So yeah, that was the primary object for this video, and it's not the end of this week, but I'm going to try and make a couple of videos a week, and still release them once a week, so that I'm ahead a bit, because I missed 1 week because I didn't have any footage or a video. So yeah, so this is going to be it for this video, and I'm going to separate the brake lines video and put that into another video. So if you did like the video, make sure you hit the thumbs up and drop a comment down below, let me know what you think, and make sure you subscribe if you're not already. Hit the bell icon so you know when I upload, and I'll see you next week.